The text came in while I was adjusting my tie in the car mirror. Please don't make this about us tonight. Just be normal. I stared at my phone, thumb hovering over the screen. Be normal. We'd been married 11 years. I didn't know when us became something inconvenient. I locked the phone and sat there a moment longer, listening to the muted bass from inside the hotel ballroom where my wife's promotion party was already underway. Laughter spilled through the doors every time someone entered or left. Her world. Her success. I was proud of her, God, I really was, but that text sat heavy in my chest as I finally stepped inside. The room was packed. Colleagues in tailored suits, managers with polished smiles, champagne flutes clinking. I spotted her immediately. She stood near the center, radiant in a navy dress I'd never seen before, hair styled differently, softer, looser. She was laughing, head tilted back, hand resting briefly on a man's arm. I told myself it meant nothing. When she saw me, her smile flickered. Just for a second. Then she walked over, kissed my cheek, quick, light, and said, "You made it." "Of course," I said. "I wouldn't miss this." She nodded, already distracted, eyes darting past me. "I'll be right back. They're about to do speeches." I watched her walk away. No hand squeeze. No thank you for being here. I followed the sound of her heels, feeling like a guest at my own marriage. The speeches started. Applause echoed as her boss praised her dedication, her late nights, her unwavering support system. I smiled when everyone clapped, even though I remembered those nights. Her missed dinners, canceled weekends, the way her phone was always face down lately. Then came the moment I still replay at 3 a.m. She took the microphone, thanked her team, thanked her parents, thanked her mentors. Then she laughed nervously and said, "And honestly, I couldn't have done this without the people who really understood me this year." She looked across the room, not at me. Her eyes landed on him, the man from earlier, and the room followed her gaze. A few people chuckled knowingly. She continued, smiling. Some connections just change your life. The applause came fast and loud. Someone whistled. I stood there frozen, clapping like a fool while my ears rang. A woman next to me leaned over and whispered, "Oh, that must be awkward for you." I didn't answer. I couldn't. My wife, had just humiliated me in front of everyone, and I wasn't even sure she noticed. After the speeches, she barely came near me. People congratulated her, and when they reached me, there was confusion in their eyes. A few asked, "So, how long have you two been together?" Others just nodded politely, like I was a distant relative. I tried to catch her alone. Every time someone else pulled her away. My calls went unanswered even though I could see her phone light up in her hand. On the drive home, she was silent. I finally said, "Who is he?" She sighed like I'd asked something unreasonable. "Can we not do this tonight?" "You embarrassed me," I said quietly. "In front of everyone." She stared out the window. "You're being sensitive." That word, sensitive, cut deeper than anger ever could. Over the next few days, things unraveled. I noticed how she guarded her phone, how she stepped outside to take calls, how she smiled at messages she never shared. One night, while she showered, her phone buzzed on the nightstand. I didn't plan to look. I swear I didn't. But the name flashed on the screen, the same man from the party, and the message read, "Last night meant everything to me. I wish we didn't have to hide." My hand shook as I scrolled. There it was. Months of messages. Late-night confessions. Inside jokes. Emotional intimacy that used to belong to us. When she came out of the bathroom, towel around her shoulders, I was sitting on the bed with her phone in my hand. She knew. She just knew. "I didn't sleep with him," she said immediately. "If that's what you're thinking." I laughed once. It sounded broken. "You gave him everything else." She sat beside me and cried. Not loud, dramatic sobs. Just quiet tears. She said she felt unseen. That work made her feel alive. That he listened. She said she never meant to hurt me. I told her intent didn't erase impact. We talked until dawn. About who we used to be. About how far apart we drifted. About love that still existed but was buried under resentment and neglect. In the end, there was no screaming match. No slammed doors. Just a decision. I moved out a week later. The hardest part wasn't the betrayal, it was the memories. Making coffee the way she liked it. reaching for my phone to text her something funny, realizing the future I imagined no longer existed. But here's what I learned. Love without respect will hollow you out. And staying silent to keep the peace only teaches people how to hurt you. I don't hate her. I hope she finds what she's looking for. But I also found something important that night in that ballroom, my self-respect. And I'm holding on to it.